Our next presenter of the Fairness Award is Representative Doris Matsui. Congresswoman Matsui has represented California's 6th congressional district since 2005. She currently serves on the House Energy and Commerce Committee, on the Health and Communications and Technology subcommittees. Congresswoman Matsui is committed to strengthening legislation to address critical issues such as affordable health care, clean energy technology, consumer protection, and American manufacturing. She has worked tirelessly to improve access to quality health care and helped author the Affordable Care Act. She has championed our nation's mental health system by securing landmark bipartisan legislation and leads efforts to tackle climate change and ensure net neutrality. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Representative Doris Matsui.
Good evening, everyone. It's great to see all of you, and it's wonderful to be here tonight for this Global Fairness Initiative. It's particularly important to me because I believe that as the rest of the world looks toward us, I think it's important for us to present a face. And I also am so encouraged by the fact that we're honoring people, not only here in this country, but around the world, who need to be honored so people in their country understand what we believe is important. I'd also like to thank Andrea for being here tonight. I have followed her for many years on television, and it's nice to see a friendly face on television. And she has not changed at all, has she? I tell her that. She's wonderful. The Global Fairness Initiative's work to open up economic opportunities for all is so impactful across this world. We are here this evening to honor some of the individuals who embody that mission through their extraordinary leadership. I have the distinct honor and pleasure of being here tonight to celebrate the work of someone who is truly transformative. For over 30 years, Dr. Cristina Liamzon, Tina we call her, has tackled a wide range of global challenges, from food security to agrarian reform to rural development. Believe me, she's done it all. She's made it her life's work to truly understand firsthand the struggles and strains of marginalized people who oftentimes are without an advocate in their communities. Just think about that. Not having someone speak up for you. As coordinator of the Leadership and Social Entrepreneurship Program for Migrant Filipinos, Tina is helping generations of families become agents of change and social transformation. I've always believed that helping others has a ripple effect. When we serve, engage, and empower others, they are better able to spread the wealth of that spirit themselves. The work that Tina is doing speaks truth to that idea. The Leadership and Social Entrepreneurship Program that she leads provides personal counseling, leadership skills, and social entrepreneurship training to migrant Filipinos. Families that have the tools to positively influence and lift others in their communities. It's truly a powerful idea. At the heart of the program is Tina's belief that within each person there is promise. This model that Tina champions has proven to be successful in helping families break free from cycles of poverty and has successfully taken root all over the world. Since 2008, her program has been conducted in 6 cities in the Philippines and in 14 cities internationally with over 1,300 graduates. It has truly become a movement, and we can thank Tina's hard work, determination, and sacrifice for that. Tina, tonight we honor your tireless and selfless commitment to being an agent of positive change all over the world. Thank you very much for your remarkable work, and congratulations on this well-deserved award.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This evening, I'm very pleased to be with all of you and to accept this Global Fairness Award. I wish to thank the board and staff of the Global Fairness Initiative for this honor. I greatly appreciate and am deeply humbled to be given this honor, as I know that this award is not mine alone. It belongs to the many people who have made the Leadership and Social Entrepreneurship Program for migrant Filipinos and their families happen, and who continue to make it happen. Among these people, I wish to cite, in particular, my husband, Edgar, who is with us tonight, as he helped to develop and evolve this program, together with the former dean of the Ateneo de Manila University School of Government, who actually also initiated this idea with us and provided the initial financial and human resources to start the program. It was 8 years ago, in 2008, as was mentioned by Congresswoman Matsui, that we first started the Leadership and Social Entrepreneurship Program for overseas Filipinos and their families, or what we call the LSE, which is not to be confused with the London School of Economics. We'd had our first program in Rome, Italy, where we were formerly residing, and Italy has one of the biggest migrant Filipinos in Europe, with over 120,000 Filipinos. The idea was to have a leadership, financial literacy, and social entrepreneurship training program, primarily for the Filipino youth in Rome, as a response to an exploratory study that I did in 2005, which found that our youth were experiencing serious difficulties in integrating into Italian society, dropping out of school, getting into substance abuse, and even teenage pregnancies. From an idea that some of us thought would never fly and was extremely challenging, the program has since spread to other cities. And as was mentioned earlier, as of 2016, and just an update, we just have graduated another 200, making about 1,500 graduates. From 40 batches in 14 cities in Asia, Europe, and the Middle East. And I was just talking to our friends in the embassy here, the Philippine Embassy, and we're now looking at possibly doing a program here as well in Washington, D.C. As you know, around 70% of our students are domestics and caregivers. And from November to March of 2017, we hope to launch 12 new programs adding four new cities, all in the Middle East and Asia. As a Filipina, I interacted with, of course, many Filipinos living in Rome and had a first-hand experience of the issues and concerns that they face as migrants. Working, as I said, mostly in the household service sector as domestics or caregivers. Some of their difficulties include how to manage their finances, to save, to invest, to achieve their long-term goals, such as educating their children, building their houses, and maybe investing for a small business back home, including, of course, saving for their retirement or reintegration back in the Philippines. The high social costs of migration include the loneliness of long-distance relationships between spouses and partners, leading to many breakups in marriages, estrangement of children from their parents, and dependence on the migrant family member and the remittances they send. The de-skilling of our migrants, given the very limited types of employment opportunities open to them, and the consequent diminishing of their self-esteem. The LSE has helped to empower the graduates and help level the playing field for them, especially in terms of accessing resources and opportunities. And most of our graduates are women. And they are able not only to help themselves and their families, but the LSE challenges each of the graduates, to pay forward or to give back to their communities and to society, whether it be the home country or their host countries. It challenges each graduate to become a social innovator, a change maker, making a positive difference wherever he or she may be. The stories that our graduates share are inspiring, as they speak of becoming free from debt that prevents them from moving ahead financially, or they start to save and invest for their future instead of squandering their money on their wants and consumerism, instead of saving for their return and reintegration back to the Philippines so that they can reunite with their loved ones. Our graduates talk about how they have been able to regain their self-confidence, to change their mindsets in being able to appreciate that they too have leadership skills to develop and they could exercise with their families as well as in the groups and communities that they are in, to learn better communication skills and ways to resolve and manage conflicts, to practice the type of leadership that focuses not so much on feeding the ego as in being a servant leader to others, thus serving as role models for other migrants as well. I wish to quote one of our recent graduates from Dubai who works as a domestic and who finished the program just a few weeks ago. I quote, "Before I participated in the LSE, my Friday routines, Friday being the day off in Dubai in the Middle East, my Friday routines were going out with friends, shopping, partying, and attending different Filipino group activities. I don't have a definite plan for my future. I do not have any savings at all. I have bad debts to many people. I borrow money to buy things that I don't need. In other words, I was not financially educated. Then I realized I cannot be like this anymore. I have decided to change my behavior, especially knowing that I will go back home soon. The LSE changed my perspective in life. In my 6 months journey, I realized that I learned and accomplished so much. Financial literacy helped me to understand the importance of savings, of insurance, of having emergency funds and investments. I'm proud to say that I'm free from bad debts. I have a life insurance and a savings account. I'm in the process of completing saving for my emergency funds. In the leadership sessions, I learned to rediscover myself. Before, I was not confident with my abilities. I was afraid to talk in front of many people. Now, I am in front of you sharing what I have learned. I've also increased my social awareness to understand and respond to the needs of others. I'm also self-assured that the business I will start is something I am passionate about. I plan to go home for good in April of 2017. I will pursue my dream of helping my mother in her dress shop business using the tools that I learned from the social entrepreneurship sessions. Because of the LSE, I met people who inspired me and helped me to become a better person. Unquote. The LSE program, however, is not only about Cecil and its other graduates. It is also very much about the over 100 volunteers that we have, from our speakers to our local secretariat organizers who implement the program in all the various cities that we operate in. They too are highly motivated to collectively work to achieve the LSE vision of empowered migrants and their families, consciously contributing to their and their families' well-being, and likewise of their communities, their country, and the world. We who make up the LSE Consortium on Migration and Development realize that being able to reach a few thousands is minuscule compared to the 10 million migrant Filipinos all over the world. Nevertheless, we also realize that one change maker, one social innovator, motivated to help improve in one way or other the plight of others who are marginalized and vulnerable and exploited, can go a long, long way. Thank you very much.